Sorry, guys. Schroeder and I are all fired up. We just got done watching the UFC fights, guys. Welcome. I'm your host, Gabriel Skywalker. This is my co-host, Schroeder Skywalker. We're here with the MLB main slate video. It's an early one like it always is on Sunday, guys. Early for me. For y'all on the East Coast, man, you guys are lucky. I got to get my ass up early, so set your alarms, those of us on the East Coast. But yeah, guys, this is a MLB DFS main slate video. Hopefully you guys had a great day today in the DFS world. I cashed nicely in UFC with my Jason Witt pick. The chalk pick of the night ended up losing the fight. So, but he got 70 fantasy points for a loss. It was just about 70, so we'll take it. Schroeder and I are excited. And how do we do on the morning slate? That's right. We came in the top 20 in the GPPs in the morning slate. So Schroeder and I are killing it. We're excited, guys. And welcome. You guys have been awesome lately. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button. Smash that bell icon. Hit the like button. And Schroeder loves looking at himself on camera. Look at that. Look at that. He's just amazed. If I was that handsome, I would too. So yeah, guys. And if you're returning, welcome back. Welcome back to the video. With that said, let's get into it. So we're going to break it down game by game. It is a 10-gamer, I believe. So let's bring it up. All right. So, sorry, guys. I'll get better at editing. You want to see good edited videos, go to DFS Spaces page and check out the videos he's been putting out, man. I wish I had editing skills like that. All right. But I'm learning. Hopefully, one day I'll get it down. I'm old. First up, we got the Phillies at the Pirates, guys. We got 5 implied totals for the Phillies. Pirates 4.2. Kyle Gibson on his new team going up against Mitch Keller. And this one we got to keep an eye on here. We got the Cubbies at Washington. 4.3 implied for the Cubs. Washington 4.5. Albert, I call him Alizé, like the drink, the malt liquor, versus Eric Fede. So, possible rain, just keep an eye on it, guys. Next up, we got Kansas City at Toronto. They're playing in Toronto now, so they're not playing in Buffalo anymore. 3.9 implied for the Royals. That's the lowest implied total I've seen for the Royals in a while. 6.4 implied for Toronto. You got Brad Keller at 6.1K, who's not a bad pitcher. He's made my last couple videos, and he's gotten us at least what? We'll get into it. Versus Jose Barrios on his new team. He's 8.6K. Next up, we got Baltimore at Detroit. Baltimore implied totals 4.8. Detroit 5.3. We got Spencer Watkins. We got a couple of youngsters on the mound today at 5.5 versus Tyler Alexander. Next up, we got the Reds at the Mets. 3.9 implied for the Reds. Unfortunately, Joey Votto, and it went into extra innings. He had on a bat in the 10th. Didn't happen. The streak is over, but what a run that was for Joey Votto, man. That dude's a beast. Versus the New York Mets, 5.2 implied total. We got Vladimir Gutierrez versus Marcus Stroman, guys. Next up, we got the Yankees at the Marlins. Don't know who's pitching for the Marlins yet, but the Yankees 3.9 implied run total. Marlins 3.3. I can't wait till the Yankees get out of this ballpark because with this new lineup they got, they should be crushing, man. They got Jordan Montgomery on the mound at 7.4K in a great spot. Next up, we got Milwaukee at Atlanta. Milwaukee 3.9 implied total. Atlanta 4.7. We got Brett Anderson, bless his heart, at 8.3K. He should be like 4.4K. Against Charlie Morton at 10.2. Next up, we got Cleveland at Chicago. The White Sox, that is. Cleveland Indians, 3.6 runs. Chicago White Sox, 5.1. Don't know who's going to take the mound for the White Sox. I thought it was going to be, what's his name? I'll let you know when it pops into my head, guys. Versus Cal Quantrill at 7K. So the White Sox finally broke out of that slump, man. And Dylan Cease, that's what I was thinking of. That's what I thought was supposed to be his turn, but yeah, the White Sox finally woke up today after playing them all week, right, guys? Oh, Jesus. What are you going to do? We got the Minnesota Twins at St. Louis. Implied for total for, I'm looking, there's no pitchers on the mounds yet. So, sorry, guys, no pitchers yet. This is the night before. 3.7 for Minnesota, 4.4 for St. Louis. And the late night hammer, we got the Seattle Mariners at the Texas Rangers. 5 runs implied for Seattle. Texas 4.3. We got Marco Gonzalez on the mound for Seattle. Nobody on Texas that we know of as of yet. So Seattle might be another good stack on today's members only podcast. LT was pretty high on Seattle. I was high on 2 players. One of them got a home run. The other one didn't do shit. But another solid podcast. We had Space and LT on today. So it was a very special one, man. You guys are missing out on these podcasts. I don't know what to tell you. So the stacks I'm looking at tomorrow, possibly maybe the White Sox. I still like the Braves. Really like the Braves tomorrow. That I can say. Obviously Toronto, but not as high though. Not as high as everyone thinks, because I do think Brad Keller is a good pitcher. Detroit is a good stack, and that's about it. I mean, they've priced up. You should have saw the prices on these Philly guys. John Segura today was over 5K, I believe. I was just like, what? McCutcheon's 5K. I'm like, no. And then they end up scoring 1 run, so it worked out anyway, because guess what, guys? We faded them, the DFS Club. So, guys, if you want to be a part of these podcasts, these members-only podcasts, especially for the NFL season coming up, guys, you get every single sport. You go to www.dfsclub.com. You got DFS Space. He's putting out some of these videos about sports and NBA stuff. It's really cool, man. It's really cool. They're doing very well. You got myself, Skywalker DFS. We get every single sport, guys. You get NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, UFC, college sports, WNBA, guys. You name it. We got it. All you got to do is click join now. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, and then pick your plans, guys. We're the cheapest in the industry, and this is for every single sport. All these plans. There's no package for football or baseball. If people are offering you a package just for one sport, tell them to shove it and come join the DFS Club, guys. $14.99 a month for everything. I'm telling you. 3-day passes, $7.99. Come check us out, guys. We'd love to have you be a part of this DFS movement. DFSclub.com. All right, so let's bring up Draft Dashboard, the sponsor of this video, as usual, since day one. It's only $1 for 30 days. If y'all want to try it out, especially for NFL coming up, this is the best tool to have for MLB, period, hands down. It's got all the stats right in front of you. Matchups, all that stuff, guys. And you get access to all my player pools. Again, $1 for 30 days. Just click on the link in the description below. You yourself can have Draft Dashboard. All right, so let's get into it. Let me get all comfy here. So as usual, we'll start out with pitcher. Okay, so pitching on the slate is really ugly. I'm just going to, facts are facts. It is god-awful. You got some overpriced pitchers. You got some mid-tiers, and then, I don't know, guys. But let's get into it. Marcus Stroman is 9.7 against Cincy. I don't feel comfortable seeing as how hot Cincy is. However, he did get a 34 last time he pitched against him, so there's that. But I don't know, guys. I don't trust it. You got Adam Wainwright pitching at home, and he does pitch better at home. But in case you haven't noticed, Minnesota's been scoring a lot of runs lately. So no history against him. So that kind of, I kind of want to see it first. And at 9.6, it's kind of expensive for Wainwright. He's a good pitcher. Again, he does better at home, but I just got to see it. Jose Berrios, though, on his new team, 8.6. I don't mind it because you know how it goes, especially with MLB. These guys that just got traded to their new teams, they want to show out. They got something to prove now. So with that said, it's against Kansas City. They do strike out a ton. They do have a lot of power in their bats. They do a lot of home runs, but 21, 16, 20, 31 in his last 4, man. And on a great team, he's got some offense to back him up. His ERA is kind of low this year. It's a 3.48, which is really good for Berrios. 126 strikeouts. He's pitched 7 innings, 2 out of his last 3. Definitely like this spot here at 8.6K. Next up, Jordan Montgomery against Miami. Yes, please. 7.4K. 21, 22, 13 in his last 3. Pitched 6 innings. And those of us that play FanDuel, that 6th inning is like everything for us, man. You get that quality start bonus and 6 innings pitched, all that good stuff. DraftKings, you really don't. But on the other hand, If your pitcher throws a no-hitter, you don't get no extra nothing on FanDuel, but DraftKings rewards you nicely. But yeah, 21, 22, 13, 23, 10 in his last 5. Hasn't pitched against Miami, but their offense is gone. So don't mind it at 7.4K. You got another guy on a new team. You got Kyle Gibson. 6.9K is kind of interesting here. As y'all already know, he started off the season very, very good. Very good. Hasn't been that good. He got traded. But he gets a good matchup against Pittsburgh. I know they went off, but how many times is that going to happen with this Pittsburgh lineup, guys? 10, -9, 12, 19, 38. So he does have 38-point upside. Against a Pittsburgh team that also strikes out a lot, I don't mind taking some shots here on Kyle Gibson at 6.9K. We got Charlie Morton, my favorite pay-up, obviously, against Milwaukee, 10.2K. The chalk stack busted today. I believe it was Milwaukee, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, 15, 25, 18 in his last 3. You kind of want, at this price point, you want 20 or more fantasy points. And Milwaukee does strike out a ton also. So, some of these pitchers have great matchups, but again, they're priced up. Like Charlie Morton should probably be about 9.5, honestly. But you know what? On a slate like this where pitching's just bad, he's probably the best option. And these days, there's no such thing as a safe, quote, safe option at pitcher. Cal Quantrill's okay at 7K. Going up against a White Sox team who I've been picking on lately because they've been projected to get 5 runs a game, 5 runs a game, 5, and then they get like 0 or 2 runs. But he's been okay in his last 4, 19-11, 19-10. It's definitely a GPP play only. There we go. 7K, guys. That's not bad. Marco Gonzalez against Texas, 6.5K. You already know we pick on Texas all year. They have their lineup now, guys. Holy crap, is it bad? It's really bad. So, yeah, I don't mind it. 6.5 if you want some savings there against they got some AAA guys up there in their lineup. So, I don't know, man. It is always a risk with Marco Gonzalez, but I don't mind it. He's pitched 6 innings, 2 of his last 3. The other one, he pitched 5. So if he's doing good, man, he'll stay in there. And then we got Brad Keller. You want to talk about pitching innings, guys. 7, and 8 innings in his last 3 games. He's 6.1K going up against Toronto. That's the scary part, right? Toronto at home. He's got a high ERA this year, but lately, guys, 18, 20, 29, 20 fantasy points in his last 4. He's fared for his price tag, I'd say pretty good against Toronto. 2 out of his last 3. 13, 3, and 22. You want a really low-owned pitcher tomorrow, guys, with some high upside at this price point at 6.1K, I don't mind Brad Keller. That's right. I said it, just like my Jason Witt pick for the UFC card. And look what happened, guys. Sometimes I get this shit right. Sometimes. Next up, another cheap one. 5.5 is really cheap for Spencer Watkins. This prospect here has shown a lot of upside this year. Now, he's coming off a bad outing, a -3. That's because I played him. But before that, 25, 12, 14. So maybe it was just a bad outing. He's going up against Detroit, they're kind of hit or miss the last couple of days, right? So they're mostly hit. So take that with a grain of salt. I mean, Detroit is a good team right now. So they're really, really making a run at it. But I would not go all in on a Spencer Watkins. Trust me. But, yeah, that's what we got for pitching. I told you it was gross. Try not to throw up in your mouth. All right, so let's go over bats real quick. So Joey Votto, 5.2K. He's going back to a right-handed pitcher, which is where he's getting his home runs from. Even though he's 1 for 7 against Stroman, this is Joey Votto 3.0 here. So don't mind it, even at that price tag at 5.2. What do I always say, guys? Get him in there. Next up, Trey Mancini, 5K. 2 for 3 lifetime against Alexander, a double and a home run. I do like that. And what I like even better is he's going up against a lefty, whereas OPS is 958. Give me some Trey Mancini as a nice one-off for Baltimore at 5K. And then for Seattle, I like Ty France. He got me a homer today. I was kind of nervous every time I, roster this guy, but he's been getting it done. Like him, Kyle Seager, those guys have been really getting it done today and the last couple of days. 4.4K. especially if you're going to stack them. Right-handed pitching, his OPS is 874. He's 3 for 10 against Foley, but Folty. But I don't know, guys. Look at his lately 14, 7, 10, 5, 7. That's not bad for a 4.4K. Coming off a game where he had a home run, I don't mind going back here. Freddie the Freak Freeman, guys, 5.4K. Worth every penny in this matchup. He's 4 for 5 lifetime against Anderson. 3 singles and a homer. Normally he does better against righties, but for some reason, he has it out for Anderson where he has an OPS of over 2.233, guys. So Freddie the Freak Freeman, get him in there at 5.4. Anthony Rizzo, my brother right here from another mother, 3.9K. Very cheap, 27-21. He's fitting in very nicely with this Yankee team, guys. So I know it's in Miami, but he's out to prove. Well, I guess once you go to the Yankees, you have to prove yourself. And he's very cheap. He's only 3.9K. That's a freaking steal, guys. Get him in there. Pete Alonso's always in play. 5.6K. Mr. Home Run Derby, 2-time champ in a row. He gets Gutierrez. He gets the young man on the mound. He's 2 for 3 lifetime against him, and he does have a home run. So lefties, righties for Pete Alonso this year, it really doesn't matter. OPS is over 8 for both, so he's definitely worth a look. Then we got old Josh Bell here at 4.2K, who's been okay lately. I'm sure morale is down for Washington right now, rightfully so. But against Alizé, guys, he's 4 for 6 with 2 homers. 4 for 6 with 2 homers? Yeah. Give me some Josh Bell at 4.2. Now, I'm not saying stack Washington by any means, but these one-offs here I'm kind of liking. Next up, let's go to second base. Ozzie Albies, 5.1K. They priced him up a little bit. But I don't mind it against Anderson. I want to pick on Anderson tomorrow because Atlanta's actually pretty good, guys. 2 for 3 against them lifetime with 2 doubles. But I'm gonna get these Atlanta stars. And I'm gonna stack them tomorrow definitely on one of my lineups. So Ozzie Albies at 5.1. Get him in there. And let's go to third base. Again, I don't want to go every single player because that would take forever. So I'm just giving you guys the players that I really like. Like Kyle Seager, I'm going back here, 4.6K. Don't mind a little Seattle stack tomorrow. 19, 11, 16. He also got a home run today. His first at-bat, home run. Right after there, you're just like, okay, he paid it off. I love when that happens, right? Players at this price point, their first at-bat, they hit a home run. It's just wonderful. The rest is just a bonus. So Kyle Seager, lefties, righties, it kind of does. He does better against lefties. Let's face it. OPS is 791. Been on fire lately. Double-digit fantasy points in 5 of his last 5 games. 19, 11, 16, 16, 22. Keep it rolling here with Kyle Seager. All right, let's go to shortstop because we won't stop and we can't stop. And shortstop's been kind of gross this year, guys, honestly. I want to say the reason why I'm let me throw this in here real quick. I'm kind of hesitant about stacking Toronto's because it's a bad matchup for them. They do better normally against lefties. They get a righty tomorrow with Keller. So, and you pay a premium for all these guys. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll think about it. If they're going to be uber chalk, I will fade them. Dansbury Swanson Stake, though, part of this Atlanta team, he got one today at 4.3K. He got 41 fantasy points. I believe he got 2. You want to talk about on fire. 4 out of 5 games, double-digit fantasy points. I don't know why he's batting 7th in the order, but I'm not the manager. I don't make up the rules. I don't make the lineups. But, yeah, guys, he's going to make my lineup, and especially at 4.3K. That's way too cheap. And then Nicky Lopez is just a little one-off from Kansas City at only 3.4K. Against Berrios, he's 6 for 11, guys. That's a 545 batting average. 3 singles, 3 doubles. Now, if you can get you a couple doubles at 3-4, that's fine. I'll take that. So don't mind that. Kyle Farmer had another phenomenal day today. My God, is this guy ever going to slow down? He might because he's going up against a righty. Normally he does better against lefties, but Kyle Farmer is just one of these guys, man. He's always in play lately. 22, 5, 15, 12, 13 his last 5, guys. Don't mind it. Actually, don't mind it. All right, so let's go to outfield. Seems like where all the power is. Feel the power. Let's see. Jesse Winker, 5.2K. With the season he's having, man, batting 304, 21 home runs. Don't mind it at all. You could do worse. Look for a nice bounce back spot here. I mean, he was money 14, 14, 14. Kind of come back down to earth lately, but definitely in play. Stroman doesn't scare me, guys. I think he's just overpriced. And then Reyes, of course, when I roster him today, he gets me 9. Before that, 24, 33, right? Going up, it should be Cease. That's what I thought. He's a righty. He crushes righties. So if Cease takes the mound or any other right-handed pitcher, take Familiar Reyes at 4.1K. That is just way too cheap. I know it's Cleveland, but damn. And Brian Goodwin had a hell of a day today. I believe he got, was it 1 or 2 home runs? But he did some work, man. And he's very streaky. Against right-handed pitching, though, he goes off. But very, very streaky. So you want to get him when he's going off. And it looks like he might show signs of it. So especially if you're stacking the White Sox, he's one of my favorite White Sox players at only 3.3. And then Rafael Ortega, he was one of my players I liked for Chicago Cubs today in the members-only podcast. He had a great day today with 26 fantasy points. 2.7K is really cheap for a guy that's leading off. He's 1 for 2 against Fede. Crushes righties with the OPS of 849, guys. So don't mind some Rafael Ortega, especially if he's going to lead off tomorrow. And then for Toronto, another cheap guy I like is Randall Grichuk, 4.5K. If you want to stack the cheap guys, I don't mind it. He's 3 for 7 against Keller with a home run, a triple, and a single. Normally does better against lefties, but with that history against Keller, I don't mind it. And at 4.5K, I don't mind that either. And then the other piece to the Atlanta stack I like is Jock Peterson leading off at 4.5K. He's perfect against Anderson with a single, but it's only 1 at bat, so don't get too excited. But, however, it is a lefty. He does a little bit better versus left-handed pitching. The OPS is 743. And Jock Peterson, again, on a new team, he's due for some progression. So look for that to just come up. He's got to at least get his batting average to at least, what is it right now? Yeah, it's only 244. He's got to get it up to at least like 270 something. It's coming. Andrew Benintendi, 3.6K. I don't mind it. Against Berrios, he's 8 for 18. But, again, my way of thinking is Berrios is with his new team. So look out, man. He might really go and have a nice game because he's got something to prove, just like everybody else when they get traded to a new team. With that said, just be careful with these Kansas City guys because some of them do have good histories against him. He does have a home run against them, so I'd be lying if I said he wasn't worth a stab at 3.6. Right, even Ryan O'Hearn, same deal. 2.8K, really cheap. 6 for 14 against Berrios with 2 homers. He crushes righties now, 640. Ryan O'Hearn, basically, he's all or nothing. He gets home runs or he don't get you shit. But, yeah, that 429 batting average with 2 homers against Berrios looks awfully tempting, guys. And then Tyler Naquin with Cincinnati's 2.7. Love that. I love this against Stroman. 8 for 19, 421 batting average. And he crushes right-handed pitchers, guys. You just have to pick Tyler Naquin just on the right days. Pick him on the wrong day, man. He'll really let you down. But at 2.7, you're not really risking much, guys. Need some salary relief. All right, so I don't know where the hell Schroeder went. Schroeder. Oh, he's over there cleaning himself. All right, you can take a break. So I will, instead of doing the actual Schroeder's picks, I will just give you guys the home run picks that Schroeder was going to call because he kind of told me ahead of time. So, you know. Anyways, so normally Schroeder gives us his 3 home run calls. So Schroeder's first home run pick of the day would have been Ozzie Albies, guys. Ozzie Albies would have been his first one. His second home run pick of the day was going to be Freddie the Freak Freeman at 5.4K. And his third home run pick that was going to get us 2 home runs was going to be none other than Joey Votto, guys, to bounce back and get mad because he couldn't break the record and get 2 to make up for today. It doesn't work like that, records and stuff, but, you know, is what it is. And I noticed my wife moved my Darth Vader there so you guys can't see him anymore. Why can't she just leave things alone, man? I got things in a certain place for a certain reason. You married guys know what I'm talking about. And married women, you know what I'm talking about too. Shit. People messing with your shit. Anyways, that's going to do it for the video, guys. Thank you again so much for all the support lately. Do you guys feel it? Do you guys smell it? It's fantasy season. It's football season right around the corner. So don't forget dfsclub.com. Come join the family where you get the lineups, the members-only podcasts, ownership, cheat sheet, whatever you guys want. You guys know I got you. And we're the cheapest in the industry. It's not even close. And Draft Dashboard's only $1 for 30 days. Just click on the link in the description below. Try it out for 30 days. If you like it, keep it. If not, just cancel it, guys. It's really, really easy. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you. We'll see you in the morning DFS Club. Shout out to you. Love you guys. Take care.